Hello and welcome. If you're someone who is looking to create a professional ad free business email with your custom domain, you are at the right place because in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact step on how you can create your business email without paying a huge amount upfront, and you can get the complete services that you get with any ESPs like Google and Outlook or even other ESPs without having any issues. So, if you're looking for the complete tutorial, let's grab a cup of coffee and then watch the video till the end because I'll be showing you the step by step process. All right, so without further theory and without further delay, let's get started. So, if I share my screen here real quick, so you might be able to see that I'm at the main dashboard of the Zoho. And here I want to create a business email with the Zoho Mail. So what you can do is either you can come to its main dashboard, that is zoho.com, or the main website, or you can also go to um, Zoho Mail. You can also directly open it from here, like Zoho, Zoho Mail, and you will get to the right place as well. Now, here, once you're here, the next thing that you have to do is click on sign in. Once you sign in, you can look at this interface. But since we don't have an account created already with Zoho, I'll click on sign up. Now, when you click on sign up, you can look at the pricing and it will be asking you what exact subscription that you want to buy. So there are paid subscriptions available that you can try out if that is what you want. But if you are looking to get the free plan where you can create info or support or customer support or team these kind of business emails for your business, you can also opt for either forever free plan or you can look into its trial if you want to first try it out and then see how does everything look like and only then make a purchase. So here, since I want to show you the process, I'll be signing up with the forever free plan. So I'll click on sign up now. And once you go there, you will see this interface that's called name, email, password. So, what I'll do is I'll start creating the email. So, this is the domain that we have here, and the email that we'll be using is this. So, I'll just copy this email and then put it here at the email, and I'll write the name or B. I'm just writing a random name. You can create something of your own if that's what you want, and then I'll add the password, and then I'll click on I agree the terms. Now, once you have added the password, it will ask for the OTP. For OTP purpose, you have to wait for a couple of seconds before you can fetch the OTP. So, what I'll do is I'll come here and then I'll look for the OTP. Let's see. All right. So our verification code is here. I'll click on the email and then copy this and then paste the OTP here. Click on verify. All right. So now I'm inside its dashboard. The first account has been created. Now what I have to do is link my domain, create my first email, and then look at the other processes that we need to set up the DNS for this domain. So what I'll do is it's asking now that do I have an existing domain that I want to add or is there a new domain that I want to buy? So I'll click on add an existing domain. I'll click on add now. And since I have the domain available already here, I'll just come and paste the domain and I'll write the name of the company, customer outbound, and let me select the industry type. Now click on add now. Okay, so now our domain has been added successfully. The next step that I have to do is click on domain verification. Now, when you come here, it will ask you to verify. You have the option to either manually verify or you can also do it automatically. Since here it has already redirected me to the manual process, I will add this particular record in the domain registrar. Since usually we get our domains from Namecheap, so you can add it there. But once we get our domains from Namecheap, we add it in Cloudflare so that it's easy to manage and monitor all the TNS changes. So what I'll do is I'll open this domain in Cloudflare first. So see, so I'll search for this domain. Okay, so here is the domain. I'll go here and then I'll go to the DNS setting. Then I'll click on add record. So there is one CNAME record. That is what it usually adds when it want to automatically verify, but I'll delete this one. Delete. Okay, so now it's deleted. And what I'll do is I'll add this Zoho verification code. So it is a txt and I have added the subject. Now it is asking for the name, and since you can see it has mentioned at the rate. So when you add at the rate in Cloudflare, it will automatically fetch the domain name that you have here. So now I'll click on save and click on verify txt record. Okay, it's still in process. Okay, so txt record has been verified. Now I will add the name of this person. So we can even create her. So right now, let's create. So this is the first email that has been created with Zoho. Now this first account is created. The next thing that we have to do here is add the other DNS records to make sure that everything like the incoming and outgoing hosts and ports are working correctly and you are able to send and receive email with your inbox. So I'll click on proceed to setup group. We don't have to do any changes here. Then DNS mapping. Now here all these records that you see, you have to copy these records and then paste it in in their dedicated records. So sometime you will find these SPF records and DKIM records in your domain already. But if you don't find these, what you can do is you can create a TXT record. So I'll click on add record, then select the TXT, and then again in the same way you have to add whatever this thing is showing. So here we have at the rate, and here we have zmail dot and underscore domain key. So you can copy this and then add there, and that's how you can work. Since I can already see some of these added here, so I'll just change this and then save. Now, whenever you create inboxes, make sure that you always have SPF, DMARC, and DKIM records added, because recently Google and other ESPs have launched this policy that if you don't have these email records added to your domain, the email that you are sending will get blocked. They will not even go in spam. It will immediately get blocked. So make sure that these three are added. Usually for SPF and DKIM, you will find it in the ESP that you are creating. For DMARC, you can create it. And if you want to know how to create the DMARC record, I'll upload a video for that as well, that you can see. Now all these are done. So we have two different TXT records added here though. I would like to remove one of these. But before we do that, I'll click on verify all records first. So all records have been verified. There were MX record that I needed to add as well, but as I can see, all of those are already added here. So I'll not make any changes. Now proceed to email migration. We don't have to make any changes here. Go to mobile and then again, no changes. And then finally setup completion. So this is the process of creating the account. Now the account has been created and it's functional. Now I'll go to admin console and make a couple of changes. So you can look at the tutorial as well, the steps that it was showing. But I don't want to do that. A couple of things that I want to do is first thing first, I want to check. I'll go to domain and then I will once check the DNS records that we have added. So it's saying that SPF is yet to verify. Rest of all the other records have been updated. And let's look at the verification one. Advanced. Okay, you can check all these, but it's not mandatory. Here, just wait for the SPF record to reflect, and once it's reflected, then you're good to go. The next thing that we have here is this. So now that your user is added, this user has been added as super administrator. You can go ahead and add other accounts here as well. But one thing that you have important here is mailbox setting, and under that mailbox action, and you can see these three settings that are so important with Zoho: pop access, imap access, and active sync. If you're not aware, these three settings are used to connect your email account to any other tool using which you might be sending emails. So if you're using any kind of email marketing tool, whether you're using CRMs or if you're using any other kind of tool, these three settings are very important to be there so that you can connect both of these tools and like your inbox with other tools, and then relay all these email to the server and then get back from the server. So if you're in free account, you will not be able to enable this. You need to upgrade. And just for this tutorial sake, I'm going to show you how does that process look like. So when I click on upgrade, there are some free trials that's going on. So I'll click on this free trial and then start trial. Okay, now that I have started trial, the organization licenses have been increased and then renewal date is there that I need to renew this account. I need to add upgrade methods, otherwise it will again downgrade. But here I'll show you how does the mailbox action look like. So now I will enable all these. Okay, and now your account is ready. Now your account is good to go in terms of sending emails or even receiving emails. You can test it out by going to my account, and then or you can directly go from to my email as well, and then you can check. Okay, it is not showing here, so I'll go from here. So mail. Okay, so I'll try to send an email with this email just to check if it is working fine or not. I'll send it here to this. I want to test, and then send. And let's wait for that email to be received here. Okay, until this gets received, I'll show you one more thing. So when I come here, you saw how I did the active sync and pop and IMAP settings for this particular account. Now let's say if you want to add other members, one simple way could be you click on add. You can add the name like let's say uh, Sally B, and it will get added here. And then password I can add here as well. Now, don't think that I'm showing the password. I can change all these passwords as well, that I'll do after this video. And here you will see there is a thing called email policy that is showing. And I don't have anything selected as an email policy. So what I'll do is I'll first create an email policy. What is email policy? It is the same thing that I've just shown you regarding the IMAP, POP, and active sync. So here uh, I'll click on policy, create, and here then I have to go to restriction, access restriction, and you can see all these are enabled. Now I'll click on create new restriction and go to IMAP. Now create. Okay, now our policy is created. Now when I try to add a new member, uh, Sally, Sally V, and then my password. I don't want the user to change this, and then I select policy. When I click on add, you can see the active sync and POP and all those will automatically be updated for this user. Let me show you. Uh, Setting, mailbox action, and you see all these are automatically enabled. Now let's say if you want to add some more people to your account, so you can go to this import section, and if you don't want to add manually all those people, you can import all these team members directly from here as well. You just click on import from CSV, and then you can go to import. Now here it will show you a sample file, that what exactly the sample file look like. I'll show that to you. So this is how the sample file look like. So you can copy this whole thing. I have copied this thing and then pasted it in the second section. And this is how the whole structure look like. You got your email, password, name, last name, display name, gender, role, all those things. And you can update all these as you want. And once you're done, you just click on download and then go to CSV option. Once you have downloaded this, you can come here and click on choose file, browse file, and then select your file. Here you can match the column names, that whether all these column names are correctly as aligned with each other or not. Once it's done, you click on next, then proceed. Here you can also check that. Now here I'll name the import. You can name anything like test or uh, test, okay, test or anything else. Then I'll create policy. I don't want the users to force change the password. Then start. Once I start, it will start importing all these inbox information that I have uploaded. And once it's uploaded, you can see those accounts will get automatically created, and the active saying POP and IMAP settings will automatically be enabled, since we have created the policy, and it can like automatically get added to the inboxes. So let's wait for a couple of seconds. Just keep on refreshing this. And this is one done, two done. All right. So all the three inboxes has been created. You can come at user here and also see the information. These are the users that has been created. You can come to the main dashboard. You can see all the status of the import. You can now come to the main dashboard, and when you refresh this, you can see the 5 inboxes that has been created. Now, if you want to delete these inboxes, first, before we delete this, I want to show you the mailbox setting, mailbox inbox action. And you see, since we have selected the policy, this was already updated in here. Now, one more thing that I wanted to show you is, let's see, account activity, not account activity. Um, one more thing that you might be aware about is the host and port of your account. So let's say if you're connecting your inbox with any of the email marketing tool, one information that it will ask for is what is the host and port of this email. So you can come to mail setting. You can go to dashboard back again, and on the left side you can see mail setting. You go to tools and configuration, and here you will see all the information about that. So incoming server name is imappro.zoho.in, and then POP server is poppro.zoho.in, and then SMTP server is smtppro.zoho.in. So this is what we have enabled. Then these are the port information. Whenever you connect your inbox with any of the email marketing tool, these are the information that will be asked, that what is the post and server name, what is the port and server name, and these will be required. SSL to add your inbox, that is like a lot of technicalities that you might not need right now, but I just wanted to show you how does that look like. All right, now these accounts are created. If you want to delete an account, you can just select whatever account you want to delete. You click on delete, and then delete from all Zoho services, and then delete. You need to put password since you're performing a sensitive activity, and now it has been deleted. So this was the complete process. This was the complete process of how do you create inboxes on Zoho, how do you create admin console on Zoho, and access to professional, ad free, and also free business emails without the hassle of paying a lot upfront. And you can see if that is something that you want to upgrade, and you can also test out their paid plans if you want. Now this video wasn't an affiliate video, but I just wanted to show you the process, that how does it look like. So if you got any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments, and I'll try my best to answer them. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe the channel to see more of these kind of tutorials, and I will watch I'll meet with you in the next one. That is it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, peace out. Bye.